What if I told you that nature is the world's greatest artist? That it's already created colors so vibrant, so intricate, that they look like they've been pulled straight from a high-budget fantasy film? Nope, that's not special effects. These creatures are 100% real. And today, we're counting down some of the most spectacular animals with colors so impossible, they'll make you question what's real. From walking jewels to living rainbows, get ready to see nature's most unbelievable creations. Color hits in rapid bursts: poison dart frog, peacock feather, neon glowfish, chameleon, scarlet macaw, and jellyfish. Nature flexing its wildest palette right before your eyes. What if I told you that nature is the world's greatest artist? That it's already created colors so vibrant, so intricate, that they look like they've been pulled straight from a high-budget fantasy film. Up close, texture becomes art. Feather scales, slick amphibian skin, and coral life pulsing with color, every frame engineered by nature. Nope, that's not special effects. These creatures are 100% real, and today we're counting down some of the most spectacular animals with colors so impossible, they'll make you question what's real. From walking jewels to living rainbows, get ready to see nature's most unbelievable creations. Breathe in the glow, dust drifting through golden light as the forest hushes. A calm reset before we dive deeper into creatures that bend reality. Nature whispers, then astonishes. Let's kick things off with a creature that looks less like a bird and more like a living, breathing work of art, the mandarinduck. With its copper-orange sails, a deep emerald head, and sharp, graphic patterns, the male mandarinduck is just breathtaking. So, how does a bird get a paint job this incredible? Well, unlike a lot of colorful animals, the male's plumage isn't just for show. It's a key part of an elaborate courtship ritual to win over the much more modestly colored females. Males will shake, bob their heads, and raise their crests to show off every single one of their dazzling feathers. But what's really interesting is that this vibrant display is totally temporary. After mating season, the male undergoes a molt into what's called an eclipse plumage, shedding his bright feathers for a drab, female-like look. For a while, the only way to tell them apart is by the male's distinct red beak. It's the perfect example of dressing up for a big night out, only to change into comfy sweats the moment you get home. On top of that, these ducks are genetically quite unique, and they almost never interbreed with other duck species, making them true originals. Now, imagine a creature that looks like a piece of strawberry and banana candy that's just come to life. That's the rosymaplemoth for you. Covered in a soft, fuzzy coat of brilliant pink and sunny yellow, this is easily one of North America's most visually stunning insects. You have to wonder, why be so bright? In a world where most moths rely on camouflage, the rosymaplemoth's vibrant coloring is a bold choice. But it's a choice with a purpose. That pink and yellow pattern actually helps it blend in perfectly with the samaras, or helicopter seeds, of the maple trees it calls home. It's a surprising and beautiful form of camouflage hiding in plain sight. But here's the real wow factor. The adult rosymaplemoth doesn't eat. At all. It doesn't even have working mouth parts. After emerging from its cocoon, its only purpose is to find a mate and reproduce, running entirely on the energy it stored up as a caterpillar. It's a short, beautiful life fueled by its past self. Forget the gray pigeons you see in the city. Meet their wild, glamorous relative, the nicobar pigeon, a bird that looks like it's draped in a cloak of liquid metal. Found on small islands in Southeast Asia, this bird shimmers with iridescent greens, coppery bronzes, and deep blues. How can a pigeon look this impossibly radiant? The secret isn't pigment, but something way more complex called structural coloration. The feathers of the nicobar pigeon are covered in microscopic ridges. When light hits these structures, it scatters and reflects in a way that creates these dazzling metallic colors. It's like nature's own high-tech, holographic bling. Because it lives on isolated islands with few natural predators, it never needed to be camouflaged. Instead, it evolved to stand out. Its bright white tail is also thought to act as a tail light, helping other pigeons follow along when they fly in flocks through the dark rainforest. And for a truly fascinating fact, the Nicobar pigeon is believed to be one of the closest living genetic relatives to the famously extinct dodo bird. Looking at this stunning creature gives us a glimpse into the kind of spectacular biodiversity we've lost, and it's a living reminder of the wonders that still exist. Ordinarily, the Indian bullfrog is a pretty unassuming olive-green amphibian, but then the monsoon season arrives. As the first rains begin to fall, something magical happens. The males undergo one of the most dramatic seasonal transformations in the animal kingdom, turning a brilliant, almost fluorescent yellow. So, why the sudden, spectacular costume change? It's all for love. During the short, intense breeding season, males gather in large groups and turn this vibrant sunflower yellow to get the attention of females. Their vocal sacs also turn a striking blue as they let out loud bellows to announce their presence. It's thought that the brighter the yellow, the more attractive the male is to a mate. Once the season is over, they fade right back to their everyday green, disappearing into the landscape as quickly as they appeared. But here's what makes them even more interesting. Despite their size, Indian bullfrogs are incredibly powerful jumpers, capable of launching themselves clean out of the water. While their yellow phase is a temporary spectacle, their voracious appetite can be a real problem. When introduced to new environments, their tendency to eat almost anything can pose a serious threat to native species. Small enough to fit in the palm of your hand, the blue-ringed octopus is one of the ocean's most hypnotic and deceptive beauties. Most of the time, it's a master of camouflage, blending seamlessly into the rocky seabeds and tide pools it calls home. But when it feels threatened, it puts on one of nature's most dazzling and dangerous light shows. Within a fraction of a second, its body flushes a bright yellow, and about 50 to 60 iridescent blue rings appear, pulsating with an electric glow. So how does it switch on these neon lights? The blue rings are actually patches of skin packed with multi-layered light reflectors. When the octopus is calm, tiny muscles cover up these patches. But when it's threatened, it contracts those muscles, instantly unveiling the glowing blue rings underneath. This stunning display is a classic warning signal, and it's a warning you should absolutely take seriously. The blue-ringed octopus is one of the most venomous animals in the world. Its venom contains a powerful neurotoxin called tetrodotoxin, and there is no anti-venom. It's a stark reminder that in nature, the most beautiful things can also be the most deadly. If a firework somehow became a crustacean, it would be the peacockmantisshrimp. This creature is a living kaleidoscope, armored in electric blues, citrus oranges, and neon greens. It's a riot of color that seems too chaotic to be real, yet every single hue has its place on this remarkable animal. But the peacockmantisshrimp's impossible nature goes way beyond its colors. It has one of the most complex visual systems in the entire animal kingdom. While humans have 3 types of color-receptive cones in our eyes, the mantis shrimp has up to 16. They can see polarized and ultraviolet light, perceiving a world of colors we can't even begin to imagine. Scientists think this incredible vision allows them to process color information right in their eyes, not their brain, making their reactions lightning fast. And here's the knockout punch. This colorful creature is also a terrifyingly powerful predator. It has 2 club-like arms that it can throw with the speed of a .22 caliber bullet, striking with so much force it can shatter aquarium glass. The punch is so fast it literally boils the water around it, creating a shockwave that can stun or kill prey even if the first strike misses. It's a heavyweight boxer in a clown suit, a perfect combination of beauty and brutality. From a moth that looks like candy to a pigeon that wears a coat of liquid metal, nature's color palette is truly limitless. Each of these creatures reminds us that the world is filled with wonders that defy our imagination, proving that reality is often far stranger and more beautiful than fiction. Which of these animals do you think looks the most unreal? Let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear which one amazed you the most. If you enjoyed this look at nature's most vibrant and impossible creatures, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more incredible wildlife stories. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next adventure into the wild.